Namaskar friends, hope you all are doing good. So today is our 8th day of the live yoga sessions. It's been a beautiful journey till here. Every day we are learning some or other new yoga techniques, pranayams, breathing techniques. Welcome Kiranji. Let's wait for few moments so that other people can also join. So yesterday we worked on our core area. So if you have not watched that video, you can go and watch that video as well. And today we are going to work a little bit on our leg strengthening. So we will do Trikonasana, we will do Parshvakonasana, and we will do Veerbhadrasana one as well. So these asanas also we will include in our practice. And except that, every day we are also doing pranayamas. So we will continue to work on pranayamas. Today we will also do one breathing technique because nowadays we need that our lung capacity should be more and more, and the immune system should be very good. So we will keep on working on the breathing techniques which enhances the capacity of our lung and give us a more better immunity and health. So let's continue without taking any more time, and meanwhile people will also join. Let me adjust the camera a little bit so that you can get the perfect angle and you can see everything correctly. So we will start with the body joint rotations. Breathe in, up, breathe out, down. 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 Now twisting, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Bending ear to the shoulder. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Now rotation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Opposite direction. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Very good. These neck movements are very important to release all the stress which has accumulated in the neck region. Nowadays we are working for the long hours sitting in front of the computer because of all the work from home situations now. So we should always move these shoulders, neck throughout the day as well. Whenever we are feeling any kind of strain, that time we can also do these movements. Because these are very easy movements, and even if you are sitting on a chair, you can do this. So let's move the shoulders as a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Opposite direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Very good. So when we are doing this shoulder movement, you have to make the bigger rotation, the maximum which you can make a bigger circle as much. Take your elbow completely up, take back and down like this. Okay. So give the more stretch to the shoulder so that their capacity will increase. Basically, the joints enable us to make our hand movements, all kind of hand movements which we are doing. So by doing these kind of joint rotation, we are keeping these joints perfectly healthy. So let's in the same joint rotation section, waist rotation now. Breathe in and breathe out. Very good. Breathe in and breathe out. Syncing your breath pattern along with this is very important. Very good. 4, 5, and make sure that you give all the strength towards the waist region only. Don't move the upper body and the legs more. Try to rotate and try to move only the waist region. Yes, opposite now. Breathe in half, breathe out other half. Very good. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Excellent. Let's do some hand movement now. Hands in front and open your fingers completely and close your fist like you are pressing your rubber ball while closing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Relax. So while doing your own practice, you can even do this all the joint rotations 10 to 15 times each. But what we have a limitation all the time, so we are only doing 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Opposite direction, wrist rotation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. Now elbow rotation. Support from your left hand and rotate the elbow like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Opposite direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. Other hand, keep your fist closed and do 2, 3, 4, 5. Opposite direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Very good. Let's continue our joint rotations. Now the lower part of the body, legs. So first, finger clenching for the legs. So close all the fingers in your toe and open. Contract and release. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Now ankle up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rotation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Opposite direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Very good. So in the similar way, change the leg, left leg now. You may be seeing my right side left and left side right, but when I am saying left, follow that right and left whenever I am giving the instructions, because we should always start from right side. So whenever I am doing any movement, I am always starting from the right. You also do the same. Finger clenching, toe clenching. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ankle up and down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Rotation. 1. To maintain balance on one leg, keep your focus on one particular point. Your balance will be better. 3, 4. Opposite direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Very good. So we are almost done with the joint rotations. One last. lower down yourself little bit. Keep your hands on your knees and rotate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Opposite direction. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Very good. So now we are done with the joint rotations. So what we will do? Let's do some quick warm-up exercises. So from last few days we are doing yogic walk. So we will continue with that with the breathing. I hope you all are with me, and let's do now yogic walk. So I will just quickly demonstrate once again how to do if you have not watched it out. Breathe in. You have to lift your opposite hand and leg, knee up as much as you can. It should come at least to your waist height, and other hand is up. If your left leg is up, your left hand is back side. Churning kind of movement from hand and knees up and down. So how to do? Like this. Like this, okay? And breathe in and breathe out. Bit forceful breathing. So this is a complete cardiovascular exercise for your whole body. Okay, like we do on treadmill and all. It's better than that because you are not using any extra force. You are using only your body. And we will do it 1 minute. But in your own practices, you can do it minimum 5 minutes as well. If you can increase it to 5 minutes and more than that, you will see an excellent result in overall health. Because it's breathing technique and along with the movement. Let's continue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Breathe in and breathe out. I am giving count, so I cannot breathe along with you. 27, 8, 9, 30, 31, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 40, 41, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 50. Last 10 seconds. Come on, continue. 51, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 60. Wonderful. 60 counts. So it's more than 1 minute actually. Slowly reduce your speed. Don't suddenly stop. Slowly reduce your speed. Keep on walking at slow pace now. And then take active rest. Instead of suddenly stopping, take active rest. Yes. Like this. Very good. See the sweat I am getting because it's already humid nowadays, even in the mornings. So this is very impactful exercise. If you will do on the daily basis, literally it will give you a lot of good results. The best part of yoga and all the practices related to yoga is you don't need any equipment. In the current situation, the people who used to go to gym and all, and the people who are using a lot of equipment in their exercises, they are struggling a lot. But the people who love yoga and who are doing yoga, even they can do at home without any equipment. So their practices are not at all impacted. So that's why actually one of the reasons that I love yoga at all, because I love yoga a lot because in my room I can do it. I don't need to go anywhere. Even if I have my mat and small space to do the practices, I can continue my practice. So in this warm-up section, let's continue with some more exercises. So we are done with the yogic work. Now we will do spider movement from starting on the come at the end of your mat, and like Padahastasana we do, breathe in, breathe out, and then walk forward. Walk forward, come till plank, Falakasana, and then go back. Then again breathe in, little arch back, Hasta Uttanasana, breathe out and walk on your hand. Hope you have understood. Come on the plank and go back. So this is the movement we are going to do. We will do at least 10 rounds of it. Okay? So let's start together. Breathe in, arch back, breathe out, Padahastasana. Now look little front, breathe in, Uttanasana. So we are also including 4 asana in that. Okay? Once again I will explain, but let's now move on our hands. Our second round, Falakasana. And who can do? Here let's include 1 push-up as well. Wonderful. Go back. If you are not able to do push-up, just stay there for a few seconds. Breathe in, Hasta Uttanasana. Breathe out, Padahastasana. Breathe in, Uttanasana. Look in front. Bring your head and chest away from the knee. And then normal breath, breathe in and breathe out, and walk forward. Wonderful. Come in plank and then take 1 push-up. Breathe out down, breathe in up, and normal breathe in and breathe out. Continue. Now with little bit speed. Yes, 4th round. Breathe in, breathe out. 5th round. Very good. The people who are not able to do push-up, you can touch your knee on the ground and you can even do knee push-up. I will show in this time. Breathe in, breathe out. Now from plank, bring your knee down and do a knee push-up. Means you will get extra support and you can do push-ups very easily. Knee push-up. Go back. 6th round done. 7th. Very good. Keep on doing. Wonderful. Yeah. Lot of effort. Beautiful. 8th round. Everyone like the superheroes. So I am giving you a chance to become a Spider-Man. Wonderful. One last time. Yes. And relax. If you have not done 10 rounds, keep on doing and continue 10 rounds and then stop. So this is a very good exercise. Let's sit for a moment. Here we included Hasta Uttanasana, Padahastasana, which is very good for your back and waist reason. It will improve the flexibility. It is also very good for strengthening your legs as well. So in Padahastasana, your hamstrings will also get stretched and slowly your legs will become more flexible. Breathe in and breathe out for some time. We have also introduced Uttanasana. So what's the difference between Padahastasana and Uttanasana? Padahastasana, you are breathing out and coming down. Uttanasana, you are taking the breath, breathe in and then taking your head and chest away from the legs. I'll just show once again. So see this, breathe in, breathe out. So here breathe out, leg straight. Then breathe in, and this is Uttanasana. This is Padahastasana. This is Uttanasana. In Uttanasana you are looking front and then you are starting the movement. Then you are doing the walk on the hands, coming into the Falakasana, Dandasana or plank, and then you are taking one push-up. So very good sequence of different, including different yogasana, and targeting our leg region. Chest will build up because of the push-ups, and you will also get the very good hand strengthening. Now relax for a while. If you are feeling a bit exhausted after the yogic walk and this spider movement, then you can lie down, take 1 minute rest, breathe in deeply few times and breathe out. Yes, very good. Lie down on your mats, breathe in and breathe out deeply. Deep. Breathe in, fill your chest maximum with the pure oxygen you are getting in the morning times, and breathe out. In and breathe out. Wonderful. So you continue your relaxation for at least 1 minute. Meanwhile, I will just give some explanation, like these videos many people might be watching. So, if you are very good at physical level and we are doing some movement bit slow, according to your pace, according to your body type, you increase a little bit. Let's say we are doing the spider walk 10 times in that particular duration. You are feeling it bit slow, so you increase the speed. You do it bit more faster. You do 15 rounds in that 5 minutes or 2 minutes time. Okay? If we are doing Surya Namaskar, 10 Surya Namaskar in 10 minutes, you do at least 20 Surya Namaskar in 10 minutes. Because if you are already very strong or you are in the practice, you can increase the count. Otherwise, you may feel that bit slower. I am doing these sessions keeping everyone in the mind. So elderly people or the people who are having some issues in body, they all can follow. That's why I am keeping the speed a bit lower side. Okay. So we are done with warm up and then some sequences as well. So today we will now start learning Trikonasana and Parshvakonasana we will learn, and then Veerbhadrasana 1. These three we will learn. These are new yogasana which we have not learned till now. So let's start. So we will start with the triangle posture, one of the most famous yogasana practice all over the world. Excellent for your leg strengthening, for your stomach region. All the organs in the stomach will get a beautiful massage. Both the legs in come at the top of your mat. Start from there. Your complete body weight is perfectly balanced on the mat. From here, this is called Tadasana. I think my head is not coming in the camera, so adjusting myself a little bit. From here, you have to take your right leg far back. Always remember, we will start always from the right. It's an Indian tradition. Everything we start with the right hand. We never use the left hand for doing any auspicious thing. Same way, yoga is a sadhana for us. We will always start from the right. Until there are some specific practices, we may have to use left hand or left side first, but always start from the right. So, how we are positioning our legs? The left heel and the right leg which we have taken back, both the heels should be in line. दोनों एक लाइन में होना चाहिए. अगर हम एक स्ट्रेट लाइन खींचे तो, ओके. इसके बाद में राइट फीट को 45 डिग्री एंगल इनसाइड वी हैव टू ट्विस्ट. ओके. होप यू आर एबल टू सी माय पोजीशंस. I may give explanation from the other angle as well. As of now, it's very straightforward. Take your right leg back, twist the foot inside 45 degree, then breathe in and raise both the arms parallel to each other. in line. These legs are in line with the legs. Now you have already taken breathe in. So breathe out and slowly go down. Triangle posture, Trikonasana. Look down and try to touch your fingers on the mat. If you are not able to touch on the mat, put it on the shin, on your leg. Keep looking down and then breathe in and look towards your other hand. Make it perfectly straight and bend your neck upside as much as possible. Stay there for a few seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then slowly come down. Raise your hands and bring your leg back to its original position. So this is from right side. Similar way we will also do from the left side. So Tadasana, take your left leg far back, 45-degree angle from the left foot. Breathe in, your hands raised. Always include breathing pattern with the Yogasana practice. Breathe out and bring your palm down on the ground or on the shin, wherever you are comfortable. I am putting it on the ground. Keep looking down and from here now breathe in, look upwards towards your other hand. Make sure your both the shoulders are in one line. 1, this is called Purna Sthiti. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Now slowly first look down, then bring both the hands in line with the legs and bring your left leg back towards the starting position. So this is called Trikonasana, triangle posture. A very beautiful exercise for strengthening your legs. Your hands will also be used, so your shoulders will be used, your waist, almost your complete body. Even we are moving the neck to get the final position, the Purna Sthiti. So wonderful exercise. Let's do one more time so that everyone gets the understanding perfect. At home when we are doing, as I have already suggested many times, any practice which you are doing, do minimum 3 times. Here, because we have time limitation, we are doing quickly once more time. Starting from the right side. Okay, should I change my angle a little bit if it helps? Let's try. Then standing here, and I try to change the angle. So maybe you will get one more angle to practice or observe. Take your right leg back. Then 45-degree angle, hands in line with the legs. Then this is breathe in, both the hands parallel to each other in a straight line. Breathe out, go down, put your hand on the shin or down if possible and look up, straighten your hand. Both the shoulders should be in one line. You should stay at least 10 seconds, but I am just doing the demonstration, so we are coming back. Look down, hands in line with the legs, both the legs together. Similar way, left leg, take your left leg far back, 45-degree angle from the left leg, hands in line with the legs. Look at the middle finger while you are in this position, in this posture, okay? And then keeping your knees straight, go down, breathe out, place your palm on the ground comfortably or on your shin and look up. Stay there for 10 seconds and then slowly look down first, hands in line with the legs and come in your starting position. So this is Trikonasana. Let's quickly move to the second asana of the day, that is Parshva Konasana. So Parshva Konasana is very much almost same kind of Trikonasana. At the end, while attaining the Purna Sthiti, we will change some of the movement. What the major difference is, in Parshvakonasana you have to bend your leg, bend your knee. But in Trikonasana you have to keep it perfectly straight. Your legs will be completely straight, and even your knee joint should be pulled inwards. Little pulled tightly. If you are having knee pain, you can give a little bend, because otherwise you might strain. The people who are having arthritis, they might get a strain. But if your knees are perfectly healthy and they can carry your full weight, in Trikonasana, actual you should not bend your knees. But in Parshvakonasana, we will be bending the knees. So let's start in the similar way. Standing in Tadasana, in front of your mat, take your right leg far back in a similar fashion. 45-degree angle from the right feet, hands open, breathe in line with your legs. Now breathe out and bend forward. See, my knee is bending, bend forward. So in this, you should take the length, the distance between both the legs maximum. So now I am bending, my knee should be in line with my ankle. And you should get a beautiful stretch in your hip region, your pelvis structure. Push the buttocks down till the time your thigh is not parallel with the ground. Hands in line. Now place your left hand near your left feet and the right hand will come forward. Pull it, stretch it forward, and don't rely on your upper thigh. This stomach or the waist part should not rely like this. It should be, there should be some distance. Okay? So this is the Purna Sthiti. Very good. And now look up. This is Parshvakonasana. My other feet, the right feet, it is straight. It is not tilted much inside. Okay? So let's come back and I was explaining. Now let's do actual practice. Left side this time. Take your left leg far back. So this distance should be a good amount, at least 3.5 to 4 feet. Breathe in, hands in line with the legs. Breathe out, bend your knee and bring your right hand near your right feet. Knee and ankle in line. Bring your other hand forward, palms facing the ground, and now look up. A very wonderful exercise. Stretch your hands forward and look up. If you are having any strain in the neck, then don't look up. Keep on looking down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. Now again hands in line with the legs. Bring both the legs together. Let's do one more round. This was just explanation. You might have already followed once, but remember, when you are doing your own practice, do it minimum 3 times. Quickly, the second round. Take your leg back, 45-degree angle, hands in line with the legs. Now bend forward, place your hands on the ground. Look up. Very good. Come back. Bring your leg together. Left side now. Take your leg back. Hands in line with the legs. Bend your knee. Place your hands on the mat. Other hand. Stretch it forward. Palms down. Look up. Wonderful. Stay there as per your capacity. Then slowly look down. Bring your hands in line with the legs and come forward once again. Excellent. So we have completed 2 asana which we promised today. Trikonasana, triangle posture, and Parshvakonasana. Now the last asana for the today we are doing, and believe me, this is very popular even in the Western countries. this series of the warrior posture. This is called Veerbhadrasana warrior postures. So there are around 5 set of warrior posture. We are going to learn warrior 1 today. So this is starting is very similar to the other 2 asana, the standing series of asana which we learn today. Tadasana Sthiti, bring your right leg far back, feet inside, hands in line with the legs. Now this is breathe in, breathe out, twist your torso and come in front like an aeroplane. This is breathe out. Now breathe in, your hands up and breathe out, bend your knee. This is Veerbhadrasana. Perfect. Stretch your hands upside, chest open, your thigh parallel to the ground, knee and ankle in one line. Breathe out, straighten your leg, release your hands, bring them in line with the legs and bring your leg forward. So the movements which we are doing while going in the position, the similar movement we should do while coming back as well. Okay, let's keep the note of the breathing pattern as well. Left side now. So we need to be a bit quicker. I think the time is getting over for today. Yes. Left leg back side. Breathe in, hands up. Breathe out. Bend your leg. Breathe out. And stretch your hands up. Wonderful. Now, hands down. Knee straight. In line with the legs and bring. So when we are doing it step by step, but if you are doing in actual, don't need to analyze all these steps. Once you learn it, you can also do quickly like this. So if you want to do it quickly like this, okay? Again, similar way. Left leg now. See how quickly we are able to do. We are learning, that's why we are doing slow. Otherwise we can do very quickly. Yes. So this is Veerbhadrasana series. If you have not understood it properly, watch this video again and learn all the movements quickly along with the breath. Remember, whenever we are moving any body parts upside, it is always breathe in, down, breathe out. Let's say my knee is going down, so it is always breathe out. Coming up, so it is breathe in. This is the mantra, so always keep this in mind. And breathing pattern, even sometimes you can make it your own. You can add one step further and adjust the breathing according to you. But always when going down, it is breathe out. While coming up, it is breathe down in asana practices. So we are done with the physical routine today. Let's do 1 or 2 relaxation and breathing technique. Sit on your mat in Sukhasana. Keep your hand on the chest. Right hand on the chest, left hand on the navel. Yes. And let's breathe in and breathe out deeply few times. Breathe in and breathe out. Keep your eyes closed. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Continue for few times. Keep your eyes closed. Observe your breath pattern. Focus on your breaths. Coming in and going out. Bring your heartbeat to normal. Feel the cool breath is going in and the warm breath is going out. Continue. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Relax now. So now we will do 5 times. Breathe in from nose. Open your fingers, your palms when going up, and breathe out from mouth few times. To release all the excess heat which is generated in the body. Once again, breathe in. Breathe in from nose, breathe out from mouth. Once again, breathe in, breathe out. Now, let's do the last pranayama of the day. To relax ourselves completely, we will do 10 times Anulom Vilom Pranayam. We have already learned it in the previous sections, so I am not going to give the explanation for the pranayam today. Vishnu Mudra, thumb, ring and little finger open. Now touch your right nostril to close it and left nostril, breathe in, breathe out, open your right and exhale, then inhale from your right nostril, exhale from the left nostril. This is one cycle of the Anulom Vilom Pranayama, alternative nostril breathing. To bring a complete sense of balance in your body, your Ida and Pingala Nadi, the right nostril is associated with the Pingala, the left nostril associated with the Ida Nadi. If these are in balance, the main Nadi which is placed in between, so how they are going, Ida and Pingala going like this, and the Sushumna Nadi is placed in between these. These all are nadis. These all nadis are placed nearby your spine region. So overall, if you are working on these, you are also cleansing these nadis to flow the energies in your body perfectly. If your energies are perfect, you will become a perfect or a more stable human being, a more balanced human being. So let's continue. 1, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, gentle, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. 3, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. 4, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. 8th round. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. 9, breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. One last time with all the devotion. Lengthen your breath, gentle. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in Sit for some time, relaxed. Keep your both the palms open. Normal breathing. Observe your breaths for a few seconds. Relax. Continue to focus on your breaths. See the pattern of breaths going in from your nostrils, entering into the windpipe, passing through your chest region, entering into the lungs, then coming back from lungs, passing through your chest region, throat, windpipe, coming back out from your nostrils. Just observe this journey and sit relaxed for some time. Now let's join our hands for 3 times Omkar chanting. Hands at your Anahata chakra, the heart center. Breathe in deep and 3 times Omkar chanting. Rub your hands. Generate that beautiful healing energy by rubbing your palms and apply on your eyes, your face. Open your eyes and first look into your palms. Rub once again. Generate this beautiful, wonderful healing energy and heal your whole body. Give this energy to your lungs, your heart, stomach, joints, the whole body. Because you are responsible for your health and happiness. So we are healing ourselves. We have that capacity to heal ourselves. Namaskar. We will meet again tomorrow, same time, around 7:30. Till that time, namaskar, have a great day, stay safe, stay healthy and keep doing yoga practices every day along with me.